Hey everyone, this is HypoWow, and today we'll be looking at Bit Evolution. This is a game created by Major Games, and I was fortunate enough to actually play this game in the presence of some of the developers. And I just wanted to show them some support since the full game will be releasing later on today as I'm recording this, so without further ado, let's get started. Now I also want to preface this by saying two things. Number one, nobody's paying me to do this, I just wanted to show this developer some love as their full game is releasing today on Steam. And number two, this won't be a full-on Let's Play, this is just going to be a quick look. This video won't be any longer than 10 or 15 minutes, more than any typical video that I typically put up. So as you can see from the beginning, it's very standard platform, you can just move left and right and jump, but that's all you can do for now. But you will progress through the game. This game does get a lot more polished as we go on, let's just say that. And so as you can see, we have a very clear Pong reference, like slapping us in the face kind of subtle Pong reference here. And this game is very much a tribute to a lot of the retro style games that we've come to know and love, starting with the Atari style here. There's even a NES portion, a Game Boy portion, and even a SNES portion that's releasing with the final game. What ho, you're an odd-looking chap. I haven't seen anyone that looks like you around here before. Are you lost? Hopefully that'll be fixed in the final version. Yes? No? Well, I sure am. I've been searching aimlessly for the solar treasure. I'm so close to finding it. Well, I'm not exactly positive that I am, but I've been feeling lucky lately. If you find it, will you tell me, won't you? I have yet to find the treasure, but I have found this place is no walk in the park. Watch out, especially for those nasty spikes. Oh, the horror stories my bum could tell you from those. We should get back to the hunt. See you later. Come, Mr. Pickles. It's a lot like the zombie dog from the Mother series. But anyway, I digress. So, we jump here, then don't worry, I couldn't have made that jump even if I tried. So, we just died from the very beginning. Greetings, Bit. I see you're slightly confused about why you're still alive. Yes, this is unusual. I only knew of one other being that can move between worlds, but that was long ago. Oh yes, worlds. This place you're in right now, I call it the Realm of Code. It is the magic that goes on behind the world that you know as reality. It is full of possibility for someone like you if you know how to use it. I think of it as a chance to get your second wind. After you've seemingly met your fate in the rendered world, you will always be transported here. On the same note, it is very dangerous if you die in this world. Let's just say that the Realm of Code is less forgiving. Not to worry though, use any green portal you find to return to the rendered world. Since you are from the rendered world, you will be able to pass through very easily. You will find that out in time. Continue on your journey and you will discover more about me and maybe even about yourself. Bit, I will be keeping my eye on you. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble reading today. But yes, welcome to the Realm of Code. This is kind of the alternate dimension. I kind of liken this to the Dark World and Link to the Past. But the game pretty much encourages you to die, but not too much because there are these pixels that you can collect. It's 20 per level. And there comes a point where you can't go back as soon as you pass like one of these hills, which you can jump up. There are platforms here, but there's a point where you won't be able to return. So if you're looking to collect the pixels, be very mindful of that. So I said this before, this is very much kind of a tour of, and somewhat of a love letter to some of the older platforming games that we come to know and love, like mostly on the Nintendo side. There's even, like we're in right now, the Atari portion, but we'll be only focusing on on the first couple levels here. Like I said, it's only probably going to be about 10 to 15 minutes, and I'll try to collect as many pixels of that as I can. So, a little bit about my kind of experience with this game. I've said at the very beginning of the video that I actually got to play this game firsthand with some of the developers at this event that we have in downtown called One Spark. And for those of you who don't know about it, it's an event where creators can come and pitch ideas, and if enough people like them, then they can vote for them online, and they'll get entered into this pool of money where they like it's an actual pool of money. No, there's a they offer millions of dollars that will be divided among the winning ideas that people will vote on, and so there's different ideas. Like there's game ideas for one. This is how I found out about. There's even art, and it's pretty much one of the few times a year that downtown Jacksonville really comes alive. Now, as much as I love the city, there's not really a ton to do. Like, I can't go ziplining like at 2 p.m. on a Thursday. Let's just put it like that. It's definitely not like a New York where I can just go out and find things to do. But it's more of I kind of liken it to kind of a hidden gem kind of city where you go out and find things to do, which there are definitely things to do if you go look in the right places. Now, I won't be going for completion. This is just going to be a quick look at the game itself, so we'll be moving on to level 2, which I think this will be the last level that we'll cover for now. And so, looking at this game, I kind of got pretty hooked, even though, you know, a while ago I was kind of on this kick where I felt as if that a lot of indie games are just, a lot of them really use this 8-bit style. It's almost like an overload to some degree, and the more I think about it, the people who actually create these games are the ones who grew up with this kind of style, and it's almost like a sort of renaissance in a way. Alright, sorry about that. So, as I was saying, I felt as if the indie scene, a lot of indie games that were coming out were all 8-bit. It's almost as if like the indie market was just being flooded with a lot of these 8-bit games, and it was just getting to be a bit too much at times. But the more I've thought about it, the more that I kind of realized that a lot of the developers who make these games are the ones who grew up with that kind of style. And in a way, it's almost like a gaming renaissance, like a love letter to that era. And this game is no different. And you know, at its core, it's actually really fun. I actually had a fun time playing as much as I did. And to be honest with you, if I wasn't so considerate about letting some of the people behind me play, I'd probably be on this like all day, like the whole time we were downtown. And you know, Lord knows if I ever made a game, I would probably either make it in 2 styles, either hand-drawn or in 32-bit, because that was kind of the era that I grew up in, like the Game Boy Advance, GameCube era. Even though I did own an N64, but I didn't play it a whole ton of time with it. I actually didn't play my N64 until maybe, like, well, as much as I did until I was probably in my, like, mid-teens or so. But this is very much kind of a love letter back to that era of gaming, and we won't be getting to any of the other worlds. I'm just going to be covering the first 2 levels here, but I would encourage you to give this game a chance. You know, the main reason I'm not making this into a full LP is that this video is not to make you. This video is more so to make you aware of this game and encourages you to go out and try the game for yourself instead of just watching me do it. Just go out and try it for yourself. And that very much is I can tell that's probably a Super Mario Brothers reference there with the fireworks, but that's going to do it for this video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been HypoOwl, and once again, this game is Bit Evolution. You can find it on the Steam store for $10, and once again, the full game will be launching today. And so, until next time, I will see y'all later.